talking more about the school, here at TGS, 60% of student learning is devoted to teacher-led modules and additional classes that support academics and wellness. The other 40% happens during personal projects. In these, we get the opportunity to design our own projects. We choose the topic and the timeline. We're given a budget, and with the guidance from our staff mentors, we retain ultimate control over learning.
This term, Eng created an amazing personal project about the environmental law around the world. So we would like to welcome her to the stage so she can tell you a little bit more about her project and what she learned and discovered. So please welcome Eng to the stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Eng and I am from Thailand. Today I will be talking to you about land degradation. So, what is land degradation? Land deterioration or loss of the productive capacity of soil for the present and future. Land degradation is a global challenge that affects everyone through food insecurity, higher food price, climate change, environmental hazard, and loss of biodiversity and ecoservices. Land degradation is happening at an alarming pace, contributing to the dramatic decline in the productivity of croplands and rangeland worldwide. We are currently at a state where 75% of our land is degraded, and that is affecting the livelihood and safety of over 3.2 billion people. And there seems to be no sign of stopping. At this rate of 24 billion tons of fertile soil being lost per year, we at 2025 are going to have a rate of 55% of degraded soil in a few years. So what is the cost of this? So the cost of this is the causes of land degradation is divided into 4 parts: industrial waste, overgrazing, deforestation, agriculture misuse. So deforestation is the clearance and clear cutting of the removal of forest or stand of trees, from then which land is converted into non-forest use. Overgrazing is the excessive grazing of plants by wildlife or livestock. Overgrazing can occur when there are too much green material repeatedly being removed. Agriculture misuse is the short-term gains that can often be made by over-application and misuse of chemicals that causes potentially long-term damage to the immediate land and the neighboring ecosystem. So, is anything being done to stop this? Well, today I will be analyzing 6 different countries' law that affects the environments of land degradation. So, we are going to be looking at how the laws work. Just kidding. I have compiled a nice little table that is much more easier to swallow. So, of these 6 countries that are all from 6 continents around the world, I have been analyzing the different laws that they have in place to prevent land degradation. So in Chile and Ghana, the polluter must restore the environment of the land as it should be before it was polluted. In Finland, this is the same, except if we are not able to find the polluter, the owner of the property will be held responsible if they consented or were made aware of the changes being done. In Japan, the owner will be held responsible to recover the land that has been polluted. In the US, all parties are held responsible, and this includes the past and present landowner and operator of the facilities. Once the person who is found responsible is found, they are required to pay a fee for the recovery of the land. In Australia, the polluter will be forced to pay. However, if the polluter is not found, the government will cover the fees with tax. So, according to this, it seems like these laws all follow the same things. All lands must be recovered. However, there seems to be a very fluctuating rate of how much arable land is left. Why is that? So, because laws are in place, But when laws cannot reach where judgment will not follow, it means that people will not always follow the laws that are put in place. So what can we do to stop that? We can follow the examples of how smoking was banned by spreading the word. So what we can do is we can make conscious consumer choices about what we buy, from where we buy them, and how they're being produced. Another way to stop land degradation is through governmental treaties. Treaties that conserve the land and help in not allowing lands to be used for deforestation and educating people about the misuse of agriculture. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a few new things.